I distinctly remember the first time I drove up to Sudbury. The sun was setting. It was just such a beautiful drive up into Northern Ontario. I thought this is where I belong, and I felt that way ever since. And so when I finished my training, we had this opportunity to come and work here, and it's been one of the greatest decisions we've ever made in our lifetime. We love living here.
If you enjoy outdoor activities, it's a fantastic place to live. I mean, there's just a limitless amount of things you can do. Hiking, swimming, sailing, boating, fishing, hunting. It's just a fantastic place to be if you're into that.
Since we arrived here back in 2018, Sudbury has been an extremely welcoming city. The community is very friendly and appreciable to the work that we have been doing in day-to-day basis.
There are so many opportunities within the hospital to impact change. You can walk down the hallway and talk to the VP of the program. I can pick up the phone and talk to someone, and it starts a process where things are made better. I think that's where the job satisfaction comes from, in that there are people willing to listen, people willing to try to affect some change.
They accept you as an individual, they accept your background, they provide support for things such as childcare, they supply support for research, they supply support for clinical innovation, and that's really one of the advantages that you have here, working at somewhat of a smaller center, but still able to do equally effective, equally impactful research.
What is unique about Health Sciences North and Health Sciences North Research Institute, that you can build a unique practice that fits best for your individual needs in comparison to other places in the province where you need to fit with an already established programs.
We've recruited so many talented physicians and surgeons and built these programs over the last 30 years, and I would put them on par with anywhere else, not only in Ontario, but the country. We have a gamut of services that we provide. There's very little that we don't do here.
When it comes to the advancements that you can find here locally that equals any advanced cardiac care center in the province, you are able to pursue your clinical and academic career, use your skills with the most advanced tools, and yet live within 5 minutes of your hospital.
You're so close to patients and getting to do so many things and seeing so many different, sometimes rare cases that you wouldn't see, but you're just making more of a difference.
One of the things that really drove my interest into moving to Northern Ontario is this sense of community and the ability to really become an advocate for patient health. And from there, my husband and I created an organization called Northern City of Heroes, which is a community initiative to increase the rates of bystander CPR. We created the first ever high fidelity CPR exhibit in the world. And to this day, we've trained about 250,000 people on how to do CPR.
There's tremendous opportunities here for leadership for physicians. It's a place where you can come and work and influence your environment for the better.
Northern Ontario School of Medicine has definitely helped my development in academia and research. I'm an associate professor, which allows me to participate in the teaching. Residents and students are an integral part of our day-to-day clinical work as well as research.
There's excellent childcare facilities in Sudbury. There's excellent schools that are recognized as some of the top schools in the province. And so our children are getting excellent education, but also opportunities to do extracurricular activities. Right across from Health Sciences North is Science North. It's the second largest science center in all of Canada. My children absolutely love the science center there. We also have a phenomenal community park called Kiwi Park. You can have great hikes in the summertime. There's a great playground there. You can go out with your family and really enjoy the outdoors and have this opportunity for your own personal wellness.
We've become a family that now has a camp, and never thinking we would quite have something like that. Sudbury area has the most number of lakes per capita. So your chance of owning a camp or a piece of something like that on the water, that's where the balance comes from.
I feel fortunate and privileged to have lived and worked here in Northern Ontario and in Sudbury in particular. I've never, ever regretted that decision. As I said, it's just been a fantastic place to live and work. It's been a rewarding career. I'm in my twilight. Looking back, I wouldn't change a thing.